Ben, we're here again.
Yes.
So great to be here on another podcast with you.
Maybe the last one?
Maybe, probably. Well, I don't know. You never know what the future holds.
True.
But where are we right now?
We are in Bali.
We're in Bali,
Yes.
Indonesia. It's a special place for you, right?
Yeah. It's a place that showed me life in another way. I would say that. I really feel alive here when I'm here. In the last few years, I came back and forth for holiday. And I really like Bali.
Yeah, you started to spend more time here, kind of used to be based in Europe mostly, but then I think you kind of discovered Asia in like 2023, 2024.
Yes,
Right.
many people though, Asia, yes, but especially Bali. I had um, 2 years ago, I started to have back pain, always working on the laptop, and it was always increasing. And then, thanks to my wife, I discovered yoga. And when I went to Bali first time, I started to practice more and more, and my back pain just disappeared.
Good.
And I think in Bali, I can talk a lot about Bali, but in general, it's a very beautiful place, combination of weather, smiling people, healthy food and lifestyle that really makes me alive.
So we have the team here. You
Yes.
wanted to bring the team together. Tell the people about why you wanted to do that. What were your goals here?
In general, I often advocate for Bali with people, but of
Yeah.
course, I wanted to bring the team. I think so for everyone in the team, like the last year, 2025 has been intense. Everyone really we did a huge effort for the TGE, especially in the last months of the year. And I think for me, coming to Bali is always a reset.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show this side of the world for the team and also gift them with this reset as I feel it. So, I promised it for a long time, guys, after TG, we are going all to Bali. We are all going to Bali. And people who knows me know that when I say something, I'm trying my best to do it. So, yes, first thing, 2026, everyone flew to Bali. We are all here. It's been amazing so far, already 2 weeks. And I just wanted us to be in a beautiful and energetic place.
Yeah.
So that we can recharge for what's coming next.
There's definitely a lot of rejuvenating energy here. It's, the place we're staying is very calm, very good for the health. I think the whole team is enjoying it. We've been doing some nice experiences around the island as well.
Restoring the microbiome.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you mean the gut?
Yes, yeah.
I think a lot of the team, justifiably so, during the TGE period, everyone was a little stressed at least, right?
True.
If you weren't stressed, you probably weren't doing the right stuff, right? In a way. It's crazy because the way that I kind of can look back on it is when we launched Xchain at the September 2024, it was like one big sprint for a whole entire year until actually more than a year, until the TGE, because we launched the Xchain, then we were scaling it up with new chains, new listings.
Continuously a rush. Myself,
constantly.
I'm the first pressuring person. We have to go, we have to do.
Right, and you got to do what you got to do, because you have the mission in your head, but let's talk about that a bit. Just that whole entire period. Then throughout 2024, we were scaling up Xchain. Then we kind of started to build up the TGE throughout in the beginning of the year, and then it just, we TGE'd in November. So I would say from summer to November, it was a lot of so much focus, and I think there were so many aspects that had to be considered, planned, strategized. Talk a little bit about that, how you kind of built the strategy in your head over time.
I think it's very important, the focus and the pivot that you give on what you're doing. So as you said, when we launched the first exchange, and even before, like the pivot was like in 2024, we have to launch it, then we launched it, then we have to grow it, new chains, new strategies, new tokens, like
new users.
Yes, new user.
New
It was
deposits.
very tough.
Yeah.
Like from every side, the technical, marketing, you know better than me, like switching
all
from
learning.
a single chain to multiple chain.
We were all learning as we go.
Yes, we did mistakes. We did learn a lot, but we did great. I think we are
It
probably
landed. We got users.
an example of successful expansion from one single chain to many chains. And people sometimes, like, I think they underestimate the effort that you need to do that, because obviously we have and we love our Algorand Power community, but sometimes when you want to grow the product and the project, like some people may see it like, oh, you are leaving, but you are actually just expanding,
Right.
so it's never leaving. So it was tough, but we did great, and I'm proud of the team about that. So 2025 was, continuous focus on the growth of that part. But I will say that already in the very beginning of 2025, we started to do the strategy for the TGE, starting with the wallets campaign in early
Like March.
January, February, with the OKX wallet campaign. Continuously building momentum, building, no stop. Like, I think you hated me a bit, continuously postponing this, and they were like, Ibu, trust me, you have to trust me, like, we are gonna go this way. But everything played, and and especially the last months, as you said, in August, it was, from August till November was very tough. Like, a lot of things, a lot of planning, a lot of things that we couldn't forecast, and last minute and changes. So it was intense. Everyone, not just me, not just you, but I think everyone in the team could feel this.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I can look back on it now and I appreciate a lot is, like, I think, well, just from a personal standpoint, and I think the rest of the team felt it as well, like, we were all pushing past our limits and discovering, like, new heights that we could go to. Like, there were many times when maybe I thought, like, there's not much more we can do, but then we found, like, another thing to do and, like, another way to push, another way to go. And that was very, like, that I think created a lot of growth in the team. Like, it's those kind of moments where you push past your limits, you push past what you thought is the most you could do, and then you discover there are levels that you just didn't realize you had.
Totally agree, and this was reflecting, starting from myself. I had no idea, basically. I mean, maybe I thought I had an idea of what it means to do a TGE, and now I think I went out of that with an MBA on TGE, a PhD, whatever. Like, it was, it was like a very intense and strong learning curve in the last year. Yes, and I'm very glad that we did that in the way we did.
Yeah, and doing it's the best way to learn.
Yes, always.
And it's cool because, like, I kind of have this, one of my theories on life is, like, you have a big period like that, right? Like, let's say from X-Chain launch to TGE to the end of 2025. So that was like a year and a half almost. And when you're in it, it feels so intense and long, but then the second you finish it, it just like compresses into one memory. You know what I mean?
Like a black hole.
Yeah, and then you can just, like, look back on all of it. You don't have all the answers right away, but you can look back on all of it, like, and you could see the whole story, right? And I think that's now we completed it, and you can look back on the whole thing, like, with that reflection. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True. Yeah. Of course, it's like, I don't know. It's like when I think about this, I rewind the movie very fast in my brain. Like,
exactly.
flashbacks and
memories, just
like stress, energy. Like it's. I'm sorry if I was too tough sometime, but
no. I mean, hey, but I understand it. Like I said, it's in that moment. It seems so real, and then you finish it, and then it just seems like it was just a memory, you know.
Yeah.
What would your advice be to other founders that might be going through, like, let's say their own token launch or some big thing like that, and dealing with stress, dealing with pressure? Like, how did you kind of handle it, or maybe the struggles you had? And, you know, lessons you learned about that, like keeping your head on your shoulders while you're going through something like that.
Yeah, I had a lot of, I generally have during maybe an important moment in the work, like it could be TGE. There are periods, like as a leader, that you feel a lot of weight on you. And I think this is something not easy. Not everyone can handle that. I think you have built in, maybe, yes, you can grow this like inner energy to support this weight. Maybe you can train it in some way, but nevertheless it's tough. And I think you need to have a special personality to be able to handle that. Because I think that, of course, we are all humans, right? I am also human, even though I can be very apathetic sometimes, but I do have emotion and feeling inside me.
Thanks for reminding us of that.
But the thing is, like, maybe there were times where I felt tired and stressed and even like angry or sad, whatever, like, you know, this mix of emotion that you have during a stressful time and an important milestone. As a founder, like, you really can't show it too much to your team. So, like, even sometime when it happened that me and you argue, right? Like, often it's normal. Disagreements is for the growth, of course.
Yeah.
You have to think like, okay, I need to be calm because I need Ibu to lead the marketing team. So I need to getting him to understand the direction in the way I need for the success of the company, right? So I think this is tough. Like, probably that's what I would advise to someone who is going to TGE. Like a leader holds your horses towards that direction. Otherwise, they derail. And that was important, very important for folks, that each of us as horses would run towards this target. And yes, I think that's the very difficult part during an important target that can be stressful. Things can derail easily. And then, of course, like, there is the strategy and everything, which I would recommend to anyone to not think that you know how to do it, because I guarantee in TG there isn't never you know how to do it. And I think one of the things that we did the best was asking, learning from the others, myself in the first person. And that was important for saving our, like, avoiding some mistakes, I would say.
Sure.
Important mistakes, like that, they can be fatal. Like in a TGE, there are things that if you don't do it right, it's done.
Yeah, it's like a make or break moment for a company. And so from your point of view, you're kind of just above and making sure we all go in the right direction. Someone goes off, come back a little here, come back a little there, make sure everyone's, because you can't do everything yourself. You have to trust the team, right? You have to delegate to the team.
And pull the team. I feel like as a leader, you need to be in the race together with the others and lead this race.
So now that that's done, right, where's your head at in terms of the biggest responsibility that you foresee, going forward for the company?
So it's done as a milestone. Yes, we launched the token. We waited so long, as community waited, we waited, investors waited, everyone did wait. it's it was like a phase switch, like seeing the token live, seeing the community comments, feedbacks, energy. Everything is really different right now, and I think like the team is still digesting like this switch. Myself, and I think it reflects also on the team, like like we launched the token, and then there was like this madness of the token launch and all this emotion and feeling, everyone's so excited.
Yeah.
And then it's a bit cooled down. You realize, okay, now that's how the business goes. We have a token.
Right.
And for myself personally, I needed a bit of time to turn off my brain, because I arrived at a point where like too much thoughts was eating me. I was barely sleeping in pre-TGE months, and after also like too many thoughts. Like my brain is one of those that never shut up. So during those days, like I wish that I had a switch. But so I was very happy to come here to Indonesia with my wife and just spend some days in the nature. It was very important for me to clean those thoughts and have a good mind for what's next.
Yeah.
And I think also the team is having this right now. And for the future, what is very important for folks, I think it's keeping innovating and finding a direction where we are going to be truly the leader. Of course, this cross-chain part for us is very important. And now most of the conversation that we are having here, which I do find amazing. Like yesterday I was thinking like, okay, we have the working hours, but then we go to dinner, just chit-chatting, and some very good ideas come out.
They're still talking about it.
I love it, yeah. So like, even though like maybe we had planned what we are going to do next already before, we are a bit, shuffling, reorganizing, rethinking.
Right.
And I think it's great. Now it's planning phase. I think the entire January will be this way. Then building as we usually do. Everyone back at home, mindset behind the laptop, typing and building the folks way. And we will deliver good products. Of course, like we will have the mobile app, which we are very excited about it. And we really think that this is the product needed for allowing DeFi to be accessible to the masses. We have great plans about that. Also the DeFi protocol.
Right.
We have so many ideas. Let's, but when you have so many ideas and thoughts, you do need to clean the noise and also focus on some. So we are doing that.
It's valuable to get the whole team together in person, right?
It's amazing.
Like the ideas flow way faster, and people just they come up with an idea. Like you said, they're eating together, they're hanging out by the pool. They're in the saunas. Like the other day, I brought the whole marketing team to the saunas. I said, guys, we're gonna lock in, sweat, and kind of use that intensity to cook up those ideas. And it was a nice conversation. Hopefully, gave them some cool inspiration for what they're gonna do next. So yeah, like.
So tell us why there is this need. So maybe if this goes live and people haven't looked at the news but still want to hear from some of your reflection, of course.
So yeah, I decided that, as I told you when I pulled up to Bali, I'm going to be leaving folks. It was a tough decision. I've been here since not the beginning, but like
since ever,
pretty much everything besides the test net. And I mean, what can I say? This was a life-changing job for me, and it was not even just a job. It was more than a job. It was like a lifestyle. It was a major part of my life for the past 3.5 years. My life rotated around it, like in a really big way. I came on. I had no experience really, like I had a couple skills, making videos, making posts, but I had to learn everything. And I had my prior education was not in marketing, was not in nothing like that, right? So I had to learn as I went. And like, you gave me the chance to learn. You gave me the chance to grow. Gave me the chance to make mistakes, which I did make many. But I think the success is like, we're more, right?
Yeah, human.
Yeah. So it was, I mean, I don't know. What do I say? Like, I think it's just, I'm so happy with what happened. I'm so proud of the team. And like, it was, I don't know what to say. Just, I have really only positive thoughts about it. So, yeah.
Well, first of all, like, I'm obviously personally grateful for whatever we went through, ups and downs. I think not just you, but everyone in the team has grown a lot during this period, myself included. It's not that I'm keeping learning every day, and everyone does. And I think that the difference of folks between other team, which maybe sometime, they hire like the big expert going out from Google, whatever. I always think like when I see young energy like it was you, that this energy can move mountains. And you are an example of that. It's amazing when you are able to leverage this energy and focus for the growth and for the innovation that we are doing. I think you did great, honestly, and I'm super happy for you, also for your future. Of course, like, I'm grateful for what you did. And I always see, like, you're not the first person leaving the team, of course, like, because there is this, I would say that everyone in the team is relatively young and also in a good way unexperienced. Come to folks, grow. And then, like, carry this bag of knowledge and do something for your own. Like, I think it's beautiful, and I wish you the success. And when I will look at it, I will be like, wow, great. Ibu started with us, like, I'll be happy even more. And
Folks Mafia.
No, Mafia, like, Folks Family.
Folks Family. You know what they say, PayPal Mafia? Like, your PayPal is like Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, David Sachs, a bunch of other people. Like, Folks alumni, I think are going to...
Why not?
I would say, for anyone watching this, if you don't have to necessarily be a young person, but like, Folks is it's a great environment to grow, great environment to learn.
Eager to do stuff and to, like, I always say when we do like job interviews, usually I'm the last one talking to the candidate, and I always say, you are not joining a place where you do like your 8 hours of work and you are gone. If you don't have the critical mindset to improve what you're doing, bring your own thoughts, also challenging what others are saying, and I think you are a great example of that, you are not fit for the team. And, sometimes those people naturally don't feel welcome here, and they go. And, of course, in your case, it's very different. Like, there was a path of growth, but, I think you did great in that sense, always bringing your critic view, even though sometimes it's a bit of, crash with the others, but it's good for the growth and for building creative thinking and critical thinking towards something better. But just tell the audience what you want to do next, what's your dream. Like, I think it's going to be interesting for them to know where the CMO Folks is going.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to start my own company. It's called Consort. I want to build for these emerging fields that I see happening right now. Like, right now it's January 2026, and the past year has been defined by like, mainly, let's say, prediction markets, right? But the whole trend I see is things that were previously never really tradable or financialized, or you couldn't really get involved with them. With these new tools, especially with the speed of crypto, the speed of DeFi, stablecoins growing, like there's all these new things emerging. Prediction markets being one of them, SocialFi being another one. There's a new thing going to come this year called attention markets, which is like, like basically trends almost. Like, if you were to buy like Trump attention market in 2015, you would be rich as hell right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other things like even I saw the other day a new thing called a sentiment market, which is like what's the sentiment on a person at any given time? Like how popular is Ben right now? Do people love him or do people hate him? Like there's all these new things like coming out, and I just find that space really fascinating. And I feel inspired, after the past couple of years at Folks. I've been part of, 4 startups now since I was 22. First I was with AlgoFi, and then I was with AB2, then Folks, and then Docker. And, I'd say like 2 failed, 2 succeeded. I've learned a lot, and, seeing how you led the team at Folks, seeing how we went from, nothing to something relatively, it really, inspired me to, I kind of wanted to give it my own try,
Of course, and you should. I think you have grown enough, and you are ready for that. And I think you're gonna do very well.
Thank you.
And I'll help anytime I can.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I mean, that's why I'm so grateful to you, because truthfully, coming to Bali, and I wanted to tell you man to man, like that. I didn't want to text you, or I didn't want to send you an email, like. I should even give context on how like Ben and I
like
really
those
know
relationships that break up over text.
Yeah. No, like maybe even in the pod, let's flash some pictures on the screen right now. But like, we traveled for years together. Like I would say 2 years, we were always traveling together. 2022 and 2023, we went to San Francisco, LA, Argentina, Italy, Dubai, this and that. And then even still over the years, we still, even as the team grew. And there were funny moments, especially in the beginning of Folks. We'd all stay in the same room. Like even sometimes we stayed in the same bed.
Yes, and
still sometimes, right? But like, so that's why you're
in the same bed. It means that we wanted to save budget.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not means anything else.
It was a king size.
Yes,
it was a king size, so it wasn't too small. But it's like I feel like I got to know you not just as the founder and as my boss, but like as a friend. And I really see you as my friend.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's applicable to everybody, but I think you are a friend to everybody in the company on a certain level.
And I wish we remain this.
Yeah.
Like, of course, like not obviously me and you, but I like that Folks. Because now seeing all of us together, it's so beautiful. Like, as I think it's very difficult in a company to have such a bonding, and almost okay. We are all men, but we are almost like all brothers.
Yeah.
Like it's very cool. Like it's just, I think these and the fact that the way each single member at Folks grows, it makes me very proud. Like this is the biggest accomplishment for me.
Mm-hmm.
I really love it.
I can understand that. I can imagine that. Like, the way we've grown, and maybe I won't be the last. Like
of course.
A couple years down the line, maybe someone else is like from Folks is like, I want to try my own thing, and I'm sure as a founder,
fair enough.
It's like
and I totally
people.
understand it. I totally understand. Like it's no hard feeling when someone leaves. I think it's, just destiny bring things in the way they should go. It's, in Italian, we say when we close a door, we open a bigger one.
So. Yeah. So I want to come here, and I was truthfully nervous. I thought you weren't going to be very happy, but the fact you were so supportive that it really gave me a lot of confidence, to be honest. And it was like, okay, if he's in my corner, I think I'm going to be okay. So yeah, bro.
Of course.
You know, it's all love. And I'll always be a big fan of folks. I'll always be a big supporter of folks till I die. I think the future of folks is looking very bright. I think like guys have some big plans, and it's going to be really fun to see like how those get executed, especially. And I hope it's even better than when I was here, to be honest. Like I hope you guys find, truthfully, I hope you find a way to make my time here look like nothing, right? Relatively, not saying it was nothing, but
no,
the growth will be boom.
I think
you know what
that
I mean?
You did a huge effort during the TGE. So I remember like when our previous CMO left, and then in a normal meeting call, she announced that she was leaving and no one knew, and they said, Ibu is the new CMO, like this.
I was like,
and they were like, what?
I was so shocked, to be honest. Had no idea.
And I had trust because, let's say, maybe someone else in the team would have said, Ibu is not ready to be the leader, like sometimes Ibu is unpredictable, the creative mind of the company. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that if we give the responsibility to Ibu, is gonna grow and take it seriously. And you did. You did very good. Actually,
Thank you.
I don't think we need a CMO right now, because I have to admit that you were able to give authorities to each of your very, like the marketing team is very young. I think they are, if not tall, at their first experience, like from every side. And it's amazing if you think what we have achieved with such unexperienced, in a good way, in that sense, like team, they all joined folks and look what you did, right? And I think it's impressive. Not many people can get that done. And now they are very mature.
Yeah.
They've grown a lot.
Yeah.
Each single of them, like very responsible. And I think they're well prepared to self-sustain themselves for at least now. Maybe later things will change and we will need to, do other things. But also I'm grateful you have waited. Like, I don't know if you have waited, but in general, like the reason why I also was kind of very confident in you, let's say, leaving this bot without driver, like the marketing bot, it's because like you did drive through the TG, and that was the
hurricane, the
yes,
storm.
in the storm, right? Like, and okay, the bot was driven, and was sailing in the right direction. Yeah. Now we have a peaceful weather, smooth, and the captain is kindly going, but we still have sailors who can get that.
Yeah. They grew a lot. Like they're so capable now.
They're ready for the next storm.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm so proud of those marketing guys. Like they really came a long way. Like Claudio with how he went from, let's say when I started as CMO, he barely could write a post, and now he's so good at it. Andre, his graphic skills went 5 times, more advanced. Filippo is just growing so much in his own ways and helping all aspects of the company. Antonio, his research skills are just top class now. Everyone does a great job. And then the interns coming in, like really going to help the team. I see so much growth for them in the future, Marco and Danny. It's going to be fine. Like I'm so confident that And it's not that I was like, it just was the moment, and that in my life,
it's very normal, I think, in life to have this chapter change, and I think it's a very smooth transition of chapter. Good job.
Thank you. So let's talk about some of your new ideas for folks, right? What about this kind of stablecoin idea? Like I know it's kind of new. Yeah. But like, can you kind of give us an idea of how you imagine that folks can integrate a stablecoin into its suite and what that would bring to the table?
So, we always had this like teasing of like, are we doing a Fox stablecoin? Aren't we? And with the almost ready launch of the mobile app and what we foresee for it, which is like the everyday spending, the DeFi credit lines on the debit card, we started to think that our ecosystem between the DeFi app, the mobile app, the debit card, it kind of needed a connector that could be a stable coin. Then we started to discuss with this, like it came from a kind of a joke. I was always a bit against it because I don't want to have too many different products. But one of the guys was telling me as a joke, like, hey, why don't we build also a stable coin? And then the way I am, I started to keep constantly thinking of this brain who never turned off. And I was like, but maybe can actually solve some of the things that maybe not solve, but simplify certain process that we are gonna need to have. And then I just throw it like on the table a bit, and everyone started to, like same as shipping ideas and bringing it to this table became so full of thoughts. I was like, oh wow, maybe really feels good thing to do. So I won't say like, okay, we are doing it, but right now we have a big focus on research on how a Fox stablecoin would be powering what we are doing in general. And I think there are very good chance that we bring an innovative stablecoin. Obviously, anytime that we do something, it's going to be innovative, right? So especially with the V2 new design, which we will share in a bit. So we keep shifting things. Like I think like the team had very beautiful ideas on how to improve the standard of the market, and especially very important, like it's going to be a super easy to use design, solving a lot of DeFi issues. And I think a stablecoin will plug it in it nicely. And let's see. I won't promise now, but
right.
Yes, it's something that is very hot those days, especially that we are deciding how to do it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of, let's say in the past 2 years, there's been a lot of unique new ideas for how to build stable coins, right?
Yep.
So
maybe too many.
Yeah, maybe, definitely, but
some are risky as well.
Right, but in a way, it's kind of good that you've been able to see a lot of different ideas on how they could be executed, and then you can take this and that, combine different, put your own spin on it as well. Because the product suite that Folks is building is going to be very comprehensive, and that's one thing that I think Folks has always been kind of advanced, in ahead of the market of this idea of building the full suite. I don't think many.
Still now.
Always even back in the day, not many protocols had liquid staking and lending together, and then we're combining them, and then you can add in the cross-chain aspects to that as well. And then if all these cool ideas is, I would say from what I know about V2 is to take all those ideas and then just cook them together even more, and make it a really nice meal,
Like the idea of V2 is being able to also build like verticals into the lending protocol. Like also we have very beautiful ideas about RWAs. Also, we are studying a very interesting way of relating the interest to the type of collateral you are using. So the riskier your collateral, the closer to liquidation and the more like interest that you're paying, like higher interest. So we're like studying very innovative things, and I feel that one of the very good things this time is, maybe with V1 of the cross-chain lending, we were a bit in a pressure. Like I was also saying to the team, okay, guys, we have to do this, and then we have to do TGE because the market is good, and we have waited enough. now it's different, right? Like I say to the team, like, let's spend a little more time on the design stage, because then once you build, right? So we want to make sure that what we are building is hopefully something that is going to be a cornerstone maybe for a few years this time.
Yeah, it has to last, right? Because it's not, especially with the way that Folks builds, which is Folks has never just copy and pasted something. It's all, every time there's a big upgrade, it's always a very unique idea, like taking things that have existed and then improving them in novel ways. Like that's what XChain was. There's no other protocol like XChain. And there's not going to be another protocol like V2.
I always say to the team, like, it's important to look at the others, learn and improve it. Like this is, I think, the way of doing kind of a safe way of doing innovation, because if you look at something that is successful and you are not going to think that, okay, they are arrived, like you can't do better than that, but you can think, okay, how am I going to improve it? So this is like, had product market fit, imagine if you improve it, like look at it this way.
Right.
So and I always say to the team, like, don't think that the big competitors are smarter than us. Like I personally think that we have a lot of brain, and even if sometimes they can be, like with that 10 years experience in the big banks, like we can still do a lot of innovation. And I do think that the innovation comes from this eagerness to do more, and like sometimes you have more of that, like in a fresh mind.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the desire to disrupt and also like just prove yourself, I think, is like really strong in the Folks team. That I can see that that's something in the way that you hire, is like you hire hungry people who want to make something of themselves and really like prove to the world that they can do something.
I always say this is not the place where you do your 8 hours and then you can leave. Like, we want people who keep grounding thoughts over the weekend, even if they are not working. You know,
That definitely, for the past, like, for my entire time at Folks, Folks was always on my mind. Like, how what can we do? How can we improve? How can we grow faster, bigger? So I hope that I think, no, it's not even I hope, the team will keep that forever.
Of course,
forever, because it comes from the top. 2026. I think there's a strong energy that, a lot of people want to take this year and make it something special. I think that I feel that from you too.
The Trump energy.
Dragon energy, like Kanye said. So you look ahead to 2026, right? What are you trying to hit? What are the goals you're trying to accomplish? And what would be if you lay out your plan, what's a successful 2026 for you?
A very beautiful question. I think that definitely what I said, like building a very good products both on the mobile side and the DeFi side. Like, if I look at the cross-chain V2 lending, I want it to be, like, we had some friction in integration in V1, and this was also kind of limiting the growth. So the V2, I want it to be like a reference, easy to plug, integrated in many different apps. And I think the stablecoin is also going to help that a lot. And, and seeing it growing in a much smoother way. This is my plan. And for the mobile app, I really want it to be seen to be used by common folks, tap and spend, like yielding in a new way compared to your fintech saving apps. This is my target, my goal. And I think we started perfectly this Bali retreat was great.
Mm-hmm.
I think like we did the best thing we could have done.
Yeah, it's a good way to start the year.
Yeah.
Good way to get everyone in alignment. And you know, like a couple years from now, where do you want folks to be?
Well,
Even longer term.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, right? But what do you think?
I wish, and this is hard to forecast, like because sometimes I do feel like with like in the growth of folks now we are 22. It's
22
tough, to maintain this mindset.
Yeah.
But I do really wish, and that's my target, to keep growing. Like TVL, users,
Mindshare, branding.
yes, everything, but maintaining the mindset. This is the goal. I do not wish folks to become a 1,000-employee company. I think my wish is folks to grow as numbers, but having a very lean and mindful, in that sense, team.
Yeah.
This folks, brothers, family that we talked about.
Yeah.
Maybe there will be some new woman in the team, but I can't promise that. It has to be a natural fit,
Yeah.
Like someone was telling me, we need a pink quote in the team, a few or one. It's I can't promise. Like it's natural selection.
Right,
we had one. It went out by herself. I think it's. If it has to happen, it will happen. We don't put a barrier on this, but
Right. No.
like my wish is for folks to keep growing and maintaining this mindset.
Yeah, folks has been about 20 people for like the past 2 years almost. I
I
feel like the team has it's shuffled a little. Some people left, some people came, but it's as we went from Algorand only to Xchain, and then did the TGE, like maybe it grew by 4 or 5 people in total, but it still stayed very small, and we accomplished a lot with a relatively small team. Like marketing had, and it's about in quarters, right? Marketing had like 5 people. Maybe BD has like 3, 4, or 5 people.
Yeah,
Developers maybe
same.
5 people or so, and then there's some other people. Operations, economics. So it's quite a balanced team. It'll be cool to see like if you scale it up or if you keep the same size.
Yeah, no, definitely. If we grow, we will need to grow.
Yeah,
but it's amazing when you look like a team like WhatsApp, or I was told it's a very small team. I'm not sure it's
Telegram. I think.
Yeah, Telegram.
Telegram is really small.
Yeah, but
Tether is really small.
No,
Tether
not
has
anymore.
Like 95 people.
Yeah. It used to be even smaller before, but I wish
if it's not 95,
whatever. Like,
small,
but we understood, right? It's like we want this to scale in a way that we can still keep the type of mindset that we have right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's feasible even if we are 40, even if we are 60.
Yeah.
And like there are new hire that just started their work here in Bali.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, imagine like doing your first day of job and you are flown to Bali with with your partner, like simply a holiday. It's not that, like I said very clearly, guys, like if we are here, it's because all the others were like sacrificing a lot of their time and now they deserve it. But I do think that we created a very beautiful harmony and way of working. And I wish that everyone at Folks now and the future will wake up with the wish of being part of this team and contributing in a good way now and when we scale.
Yeah, I'm excited to see your growth over the next 2-3 years, like how you as a CEO, potentially go into a team of 22 to maybe closer in the 30s, 40s. It's going to be, and then you kind of try to figure out how to.
South of Italy has very big families, so you can handle that.
No, it's good. I completely believe in you. I have so much confidence in you. So you've always been able to pull through every challenge, And I don't think that's going to stop now either. So, you know, I'm excited for the future.
I like that, you know, there was time in Fox that I think we can nicely and proudly say, like, we almost finished the runaway and then we load it up, like, it up, you know, like it's
I think it happens with a lot of startups. They live on the edge, you know?
Yeah. But sometimes this was like mainly my worry, you know, like arriving like to before like the previous fundraise, like in 2024, I think we had a few months of runaway.
Yeah.
They didn't fire anyone. I was like, it's okay, we're gonna get the money and we're gonna build the cross-chain lending, you know, like it's
in order to fly, you have to jump.
But also, like, you know, I like to give this confidence to the team, you know. Like, if you act desperate, you are desperate.
Yeah. One thing that I believe is that, you know, in order to accomplish hard things in life, it's not even about it's not even about doing it, but it's more, the first step is just accepting to do it, like trying it. Because let's say you're here, right? Like everyone is here. And then most people just won't even try. They say, I can't even do that, right?
Yeah.
So by even trying it, you're ahead of most people.
Of course.
Then you get to the next thing, and there's less people, but then people give up there too. So it's like the more times you're willing to take on the risk of like,
and it's like I'm gonna do it. You know, like it's.
You realize that there's not many people that are willing to take those chances.
You can apply this in life. You know, I'm tired and I don't want to go to the gym. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Very different. You know, this type of mindset, not giving up because of whatever reason. You know.
Right. Holding yourself to a high standard.
Yes.
Believing in yourself.
And
it's really important.
You have a target, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Fox mindset.
I'm so pumped for the future.
And I hope you get it for yourself as well, to not lose it. Take this and make your future great.
I mean, for whatever I do, I think I'll always make it clear that like this was my foundation. Like this job was where I learned the start of everything for me. So that's why I said earlier it was so important, life-changing. I have no regrets, and I'm so glad I took this chance, and you took the chance on me, and I'm really excited for the future for you guys.
And we are excited about your future.
Well, you know,
best of luck.
It's time to start writing that.
Of course.
Okay, well,
be the leader of your own horse team.
Yeah. I don't know what a horse team is, but
the one who all together race towards the goal.
Yeah. Well, dude, have a good
life.
Have a good 2026. So, I mean, we'll be talking, but
of course we'll be.
Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the pod. And stay tuned with folks' channels. Follow on the socials. Follow Ben. He's going to be dropping more content, more insights into, you know, how to live as a founder.
And of course, follow Ibu and what he's going to do in the future.
Thank you. And
I said him, go and raise the next $1 million.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year for sure. Yeah. But thank you so much.